Everyone, and welcome to this week's newsletter. The media love to write about schools and the perceived strengths and shortcomings of different individual schools and different systems of schooling. Earlier this week, I read of booming enrolments in faith-based independent schools. Last month, I read about the imminent demise of single-gender boys' schools. And in between, there have been many stories that either praise or criticise individual schools. Somehow, because everybody's been to school, they feel that they have a degree of expertise as to what good schooling looks like. St Joseph's strives to provide a holistic education. This has multiple meanings. Firstly, it means to help individual students to be well-rounded with a range of skills and attributes. Secondly, it means that we try to have each cohort of students containing individual students who excel in their speciality, hopefully while maintaining some degree of competence and achievement in the others. And thirdly, and perhaps arguably the most important, is to provide opportunity for a range of individuals, the gifted, the learning impaired, the wealthy, and the disadvantaged. In those three ways, I think we are authentically holistic in the education we provide. We sometimes wonder, I suppose, whether it's more important to achieve excellent academic results, outstanding musicianship, display the skill and drive to become a professional sportsman, to have and live out faith, or maybe simply to be a good citizen. And of course, the answer to that wondering is that each of these is important, but in different measures to different people. I think we do holistic education pretty well, and I think we do provide really good schooling. Sometimes people emphasise that they think one element necessarily compromises another. But the reality, of course, is that academic study, sport, music, and other activities develop transferable skills, things like self-discipline, resilience, respect for rules, and teamwork. And of course, each also boosts self-esteem and promotes physical and mental health. We celebrate the achievements of past students, but it's worth remembering that we don't have sport and music programs in the school for the benefit of just the few that go on to become professional, any more than we teach writing in the expectation that every pupil will become a famous author. We have all these kinds of programs simply because they're good for everybody. Speaking of co-curricular matters, historically the college has experienced plenty of success in sport and music, but perhaps not so much in public speaking and debating. I'm delighted to report that earlier this week our junior public speaking team of Eamon O'Dowd, Lachlan Sears, Darby Gordon and Hamish Vautier, who had the highest individual score of the day, were winners of the Associated Catholic Colleges public speaking competition. I also would like to acknowledge that our Year 12 students are finishing their exams at about this time. I'm very grateful for the work of Brad Smith, Jules Holt, Peter Ryan and Lisa Pope in ensuring that these exams have run smoothly for everybody. We recently received the 2022 NAPLAN results, which provide us with valuable data on our students' academic performance. In conjunction with other test data, they affirm success in some areas and identify some areas of challenge. I'm grateful to Lisa Pope, our Deputy Principal, Learning, who has provided some detailed analysis and commentary on these results. This is set out in detail in the written version of this newsletter and includes some graphs presented to show student performance. This year, we were unable to obtain growth data for our current Year 9s because they didn't sit NAPLAN in Year 7. We are, however, able to use some other test data to give us an indication of growth. We're also able to use a combination of tests to identify those students in need of additional assistance and those whose performance indicates that they're ready for acceleration and extension. the testing also shows us any areas in which the whole cohort may need additional assistance. In the simplest of terms, our 2022 Year 7 and 9 NAPLAN results show that our Year 7 boys are slightly below the state median for reading and writing, significantly lower in spelling and grammar, but well above the state median for numeracy, and that is the state median for all students, not just boys. This pattern was replicated in Year 9, where there was a pleasing increase in the number of boys in the top 2 bands for both reading and numeracy. The results also show that we've had success in moving students from the lower band, which is the bottom 25% nationally, into the middle band or above in all areas of literacy, numeracy, and general reasoning. And finally, after a lead time of over 12 months, the final version of our strategic plan, which will take us from 2023 through to 2027, has been finalised. I look forward to bringing you detail of this strategic plan in the next newsletter. God bless.